Walk into a Noida housing society today, and the chances are you spot a temple right at the gate. Not tucked away inside, not hidden in a corner, but placed where everyone, inside and out, can see it. This is a growing trend. In many societies, what started as a small idol has slowly turned into a permanent structure, and in some cases, into a full-fledged temple. But here's the question no one is really asking. Who decided this could be built here? Because legally, this is not just a religious matter. It's a question of land, ownership and rules. Most housing societies in Noida are governed by an Apartment Owners Association, or AOA, formed under the Uttar Pradesh Apartment Promotion of Construction, Ownership and Maintenance Act of 2010. This body represents all residents and it manages the common areas, parks, open spaces, courtyards, spaces that belong to everyone. And the law is pretty clear. These spaces cannot be changed just because a group of people agree. There is a process. A proposal comes up within the society, residents are asked for consent, a spot is identified, and construction begins. Now there's just one problem. If that temple was not part of the original sanctioned layout plan, then none of this is legally complete. On paper, the process is straightforward. A temple can exist in a society only if it is a part of the approved layout, or it is added later with proper approvals. That means at least 2/3 of residents must agree, and the plan must be cleared by the local authority, like in case of Noida, Noida Authority or GNIDA. There are also strict limits. You cannot build a temple on a park, a parking area, or internal roads of a society. It has to be designated approved space, but legal experts say this process is rarely followed. In fact, in a majority of housing societies, temples are being built without being part of the sanctioned plan and without formal approvals. Construction comes first, paperwork, if any, comes later. There's another layer to this. Builders themselves often stay out of it. Legal experts say many developers deliberately avoid including temples in their plans, leaving it to residents to decide later. Which means these decisions are now being taken after people move in, often by groups within the society. Not always through a complete legal process. And that's where the conflict begins. Because common spaces are being repurposed, spaces that are meant for everyone. Now, many argue this is about religious freedom. And yes, the right to practice religion is protected under Article 25 of the Constitution of India. But that right is not unlimited. It does not mean that structures can be built anywhere. It is a subject to planning laws. So even if a majority agrees, that does not automatically make construction legal. Even an AOA cannot override building rules or land use laws. And if these rules are violated, the structure is considered unauthorized, authorities can stop construction, even demolish it, and residents can also move court to challenge it. So this is not a question of faith, because in Noida today, the real debate is no longer about temples. It is about the process versus permission, and whether housing societies are quietly rewriting the rules of their own spaces.